Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a super mutant. And I have a feeling that Wargaming has a very good sense of the humor. Currently we are enjoying April Fools or April 1st, and you know what is the thing? Wargaming is selling the super mutant tank. And you know, maybe there is a hidden meaning that Wargaming said before that they never ever will sell this tank again, and now they are selling it again for like 10th time. I do not know, is that the point? But if it is, that's pretty damn funny if you would ask me, okay? The tank itself is not that bad, and we are going to take a look at this, and the April Fools from Wargaming side is 50% off on a duck. Yes, you saw that correctly, fellas. 50% off of a duck. A MX-40. Not bad, fellas. What can I say? Not bad. Also, they are selling a brand new camo, which is pretty damn cute if you are into that, right? As you can see, there is a super mutant on sale, and pretty much that's about it. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual, right? Okay, let's go into the game and let's make this mother trucker work. And before everything, fellas, keep this in mind. Index page is always here for you. Last time we played with a super mutant back in 2022, so I think it is about the time to refresh our knowledge, especially when the tank is on sale. If you want to vote for one or another vehicle, or you want to say your opinion about one or another tank, remember to log in via our gaming API, and after that you can vote for a vehicle. Or you can say your opinion about the vehicle. We have over 140,000 votes, which is extremely nice and very good. And day by day, it is going up and up and up. And thank you very much for taking the time to be part of it, right? Okay, so what do we have? We have Glacier standard battle with a super mutant. And what is this vehicle? This tank has a pref matchmaking, so in the worst case scenario, you are going to meet the tier 9s, right? Overall, where the gun goes, 204 millimeters of penetration with a gun, 940 shell velocity. If you are shooting gold, you have 245 millimeters of penetration and 1181 shell velocity. Overall, where the tank goes, it is not a bad vehicle, at least in my opinion. Yeah, it's huge, you have no camo whatsoever, but it is a decent heavy tank, or I suppose to say okay heavy tank whenever you are meeting lower tiers. Now, if you are fighting against the tier 8s or against the tier 9s, people will shred you like there is no tomorrow. And if I'm not mistaken, 122mm caliber guns and up will be able to penetrate you here. What would happen if enemies would load the gold? Well, then they would be able to penetrate you wherever they want to, but that's the part of the world of tanks, you know. Same situation can go for many other vehicles, right? Quite crazy stuff. Anyways, how do we want to get involved and how do we want to play this game? I would love to cross like this, but I think this is significantly more complicated to do that. Although, what I will do, I will wait until enemy defender will shoot. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to wait for anything. I'm just crossing like a beautiful tourist, okay? I'm having the best time ever. I managed to cross. Excellent. And now we are going to say hello for double penetrator and for other tanks over there. Hi. Now, where the gun goes of this tank, I think gun is kind of average. It doesn't have too many things to offer. Do we want to save this gentleman life? You know what? We are the savior of the day. How about that? We are going in front and we are saying, mate, don't you worry, we got you covered, you see? And this tank is overall quite a rare vehicle, so not everyone knows how to penetrate this tank, and that is very good, and that is completely alright. All we need to do, we need to keep making pressure towards the mother trucker sitting in this area. If I remember this correctly, you do not really want to side scrap with this tank that much, right? You want to use your frontal armor, right? And that's completely fair, and this is okay. By the way, as you can see, whenever Liberty loaded gold, there is no such a thing as armor with this tank anymore, and that's fair play, I guess. This is World of Tanks for you. You have armor until someone loads the gold. Whenever someone loaded gold, well, then the armor is far away from being ideal. And now in this situation, since he started spamming the gold, we are going to return the flavor. The flavor, fellas. We are going to return the flavor for this gentleman, you know? It smells like barbecue, and we are slapping him like there is no tomorrow. Nice. Meanwhile, we are going to take our time and we are going to push on this double penetrator. You may think that I am afraid of him, but no, I am not. I'm telling you, this tank is rare enough in the game for people not to know how to penetrate it. And not 100% of the people are spamming full APCRs or full hits or full gold, so that is kind of alright if you would ask me, right? Okay, good. We can maintain the pressure. We can just simply go in front like there is no tomorrow, and we can say hello for the enemies right there. Beautiful shot, and I'm not going to stop. I am just maintaining pressure just like this. I would like to get a bit of the assisting damage from the gentlemen who are sniping over there. As you can see, we have a Hashem. Oi, 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 oi. Luckily, he missed. He missed me with a 750 alpha damage gun. That could have been brutal. That could have been brutal. Skill, what are you doing? I'm not thinking. I am just making a hardcore pressure, fellas. I do not want to stop here for a second. I just want to make as much pressure as we physically and possibly can. You know, that's the whole plan, that's the hope, and that is the dream. Good. Now, whenever we are sitting a bit closer, we can actually get obviously a lot of assisting damage and a lot of damage dealt as well. Don't you think that this tank looks weird? I mean, for me, visually this tank is real weird. I mean, it is humongous, the turret is crazy. If enemies are getting the side shot to the turret, then you are literally messed up, you know. There is nothing what you can change about this, and your armor will be your armor will be quite a paper thin, you know. But overall it has some beauty, you know. At least this is how I am looking into all of this. Okay, beautiful. How about guys sitting over there? I cannot go too much in front here because this gentleman is looking at me, right? So maybe I am risking for the biscuit. I mean, look what is happening over there. This is a pure risk it for the biscuit situation, but I do not really mind. I know I can afford this, and I know I can play like a super mutant I am. How about that? Can we get another one to TVP Vatu? Beautiful shot. And once again, in this game, we did not spam at the full gold or something. We used gold only when we actually needed it, and we finished it with an awesome score. 4.3 thousand damage, 1.8 thousand assisting damage. Perfection. Was I lucky in this game? Sure. I mean, I do not need to highlight this, that this score is definitely above average, right? Enemy team was relatively weak, they did not spam that much gold at us, and that's why we had an opportunity to slap them to this level. Beautiful ace wanker, steel wall, high caliber, confederate, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game. 4.3 thousand damage, 1.8 thousand assisting damage, 1.5 base experience, which is absolutely glorious, and we have 164,000 profits as well, so that is very, very good and very, very nice. I'm telling you, Super Mutant can work, and it's not the worst tank in the world of tanks. Would I recommend to buy this tank as, oh, if you do not have this tank, you are missing a lot? No, this is not what I would say. I would not recommend to do so. And I think it would be actually fair at this point to show you this vehicle armor, right? Because this is quite a weird one, and it is not it's not very often that you are going to see this tank in the game, right? Where is the Super Mutant? Super Mutant is over there. Now, look. Armor looks great, right? Armor looks pretty strong, pretty nice. Everything is looking okay-ish. But you know what? Oh, I am wrong about the turret, by the way. Okay, let's compare it against the tank which has 1 to 2 millimeter caliber gun, right? Yeah, I am wrong, fellas. You cannot penetrate this tank that easily in the forehead. I am wrong. I repeat, I am wrong. So, overall, with a piece, you know, enemies can't do that much to you, to be completely honest with you. Now, whenever enemies are shooting gold, well, then the situation changes quite a bit, right? And the situation becomes a bit more complicated, and you can get penetrated in the neck, you can get penetrated in the forehead, and even frontally. But what I recommend with this tank, to bait the shots like this, right? This is what you want to do. So whenever people are trying to peek at you like this, then you are having a great time. Overall, it doesn't look that bad, fellas. Honestly, overall, it's not that bad. Beautiful. When we showcase at this, let's keep it up. Round number 2. Okay, this is going to be significantly harder. Lakeville encounter battle, tier 90 rate matchmaking. This is very, very complicated, and this is very, very hard. But you know what? We are not going to caco our pants. We are going to take our nuts in the hand, and we will try to do our best, right? I don't really think there is any business to go into the 1-2 line, especially when the base is over there. There is no point to do that, so instantly, fellas, we are going towards the base. Now, this is going to be complicated because most of the enemies has enough penetration to simply slap me in the face, which is a bit sad, but it is how it is. It is okay. We are going to survive. We are going to survive, fellas. We are big boys, right? I'm not going to be too aggressive. What do I mean by saying this? I'm not going to go neither there, neither there. If I would play here, there is a very, very good angle from the enemy spawn to just simply slap me. I cannot afford this. If I will go here and our super heavies are in the back, you know, I will get slaughtered until they will arrive. So I need to be smart. It's not so simple, you know, with this vehicle. It is not so simple, fellas. And it's okay. We have all time in the world of tanks. We do not need to make a hardcore pressure here. We just need to survive this in a way, right? That's what we need to do. Now, we can clearly see that enemy team knows what they are doing a bit better than our team does, and I believe you may wonder, but Skill, why would you say something like this? Well, the answer to your question is, you see, we have plenty of the guys who went 1-2 line, and enemies are having the base, and overall they are controlling probably the most important part of this map. So this is significantly more complicated. 50 TP, he made too much pressure. There is no need for us to go and try to save him because it's unsavable. You know, this guy is already dead. There is nothing what we can change about this. What we can do in this situation is we can try to wait until enemies will make a bit of pressure like this, because they will. Our 257 is just going in. He doesn't think too much. He is just saying blah, 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 which is unfortunate for us, but it is how it is. And also now, against the tier 9s who are spamming gold, this tank doesn't have any armor whatsoever. So, like I mentioned before, this is significantly more complicated game, and this is way harder. And you know, unfortunately, we cannot change absolutely anything about this. We are going to be alright, we will survive. All we need to do, we need to try to get as much damage as we physically and possibly can over there. There is no need for us to go involved to the level that, you know, there is no escape and there is absolutely nothing what we can change about this. This is not that type of game. This game, fellas, is let's wait until enemies will mess up. Let's wait until they will do a mistake, and let's try to feed ourselves from the breadcrumbs which this game has to offer. That's all there is to say in this situation, fellas. And you know, it's not to shame our team or something, but this is the game like this. There is absolutely nothing what we can change about that. And we are okay. We have some sniper schnitzels in the bag. Hopefully they will be able to support us against the incoming forces, which I really doubt it's going to be the case, but we can always hope for that. Meanwhile, beautiful, it is completely fine. I know the type is shredding us without even aiming because he is the higher tier and he's shooting gold ammunition, and that is completely fine. So should be able to penetrate us as well without bigger problems whatsoever. I'm trying to survive here as long as I physically and possibly can, but this is one of those games. And it's good to see the different perspective, fellas. In this situation, this is way different story. Previously, enemy team was weaker and enemy team did not spam at that much gold, and it was a bit better situation. In this situation, right, this is as bad as it will get. We met the higher tiers. Most of the guys just simply went a full gold on, which is fair play, and this is a fair point. This is World of Tanks. This is how the things are looking like, right? And most of our guys made a decision to go to 1-2 line, and this is the most important thing to win. So it's completely fine. Happens, fellas. Let's see the score. Good, fellas. Games like this can happen as well, and there is no shame in that. All we have 1.4 thousand damage. Unfortunate, we finished 5th by experience, 5th by the damage. Nothing what we can change about this. Enemy team played better and they deserved what they got. One more. We are not done. I want one more, fellas. Okay, excellent. Fjords standard battle. We are fighting against the tier 8, so this could be very good. And I have a very good idea what we are going to do. We are going to go into the heavy line and we will take this position hold down. We will try to punish enemies who are trying to get involved, and this should be okay. From the more dangerous tanks, I am not afraid of Kervervron, I'm not afraid of MX. I am a bit afraid of the double penetrator if he would spam the gold. That could be hard and that could be complicated. Other than that, I do not really mind, fellas, and I am feeling pretty confident in this position and in this situation, right? I do not really think they can penetrate us that easily, that, you know, they will do that without aim. So we should feel all right. Meanwhile, the worst crossing over there is to cross like this, because they have an open angle for us, which is not ideal, but that's okay. We made our crossing, that's good, and now we are just patiently waiting until enemies will arrive here. The worst part of all of this, IS-3 arrived to position. Unfortunately, I know it sounds weird, but this is quite a hard situation for us, because I cannot play hold down over there just because of him. And that's okay. Guy is trying to play the game, guy is trying to enjoy himself, right? Gonzalo will have... Ooh, I forgot about the turtle. Should I load instantly gold? Yeah, I have a feeling gold on. Okay, we have a turtle. Turtle is playing hold down. This is not going to be as simple as I initially thought it would be, but it's okay. All we need to do, we need to simply be polite and wait until enemies will mess up over there. That's all we need to do. Let's wait, let's take our time, we are okay, we have 3 guns, enemies has 5 guns. I have a plan B. Plan B is to, is just simply to drop in this ditch over there, so we are feeling kind of alright. All we are asking for is our team not to lose that many hit points, right? That's all we want to see, and that's all we need. Oi, oi, they have even more forces here. Okay, they should start getting... brave over there, to be completely honest with you. In this situation, fellas, since they have so many guns, they should get a bit more brave, okay? The turtle is pre-aimed, we do not really care about the turtle, it's okay, we are just holding them. Our backup is coming, IS-3 from the back, that's okay. I really want to keep slapping them, good, very good. Soon this IS-3 will change his mind, at least I have a feeling it is going to be the case. And from the one IS-3 to the other IS-3. My man, this is such a perfect position for me. Don't you dare to do this. Okay, turtle is making pressure, that's good. This is what I want to see, beautiful. Beautiful, fellas, very nice. You see, enemies are getting impatient here. Enemies are getting impatient. This is exactly what I would love to see. Beautiful shot into the Mr. Turtle, that is okay. We are just holding this line, fellas. No panic, nothing, just pure happiness and pure love. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, I did not manage to penetrate the Mr. Turtle over there, which is kind of sad, but that is okay. I know exactly how we are going to do this. We are going to go for him just like so, and now the guy is dead. Nice. So far, so good. We already prepared for our plan B, and skill, what is the plan B? Well, the plan B is to go down over there, okay? This is the plan B, and yes, enemies will get involved. Yes, enemies will say blah, 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 blah. This is completely fine, fellas. We are just holding the position right there. Unfortunate RNG, but not much what we can change about this. Luckily, this IS-3 is still alive. So now the situation looks like this. There is two guys who are relatively healthy. Oh, that was a bad play by me. He managed to penetrate me into the frontal mantlet by the looks of it. Kind of unfortunate, but it is how it is. I aimed quite badly towards that Gonzalo, so I took one for the team, but that's okay. Fair enough, fellas. I made a bad decision over there, and there is nothing what I can change about that. What I would love to do, our team is winning this game, right? I believe that's fair and that's square. What we want to do, we want to arrive where IS-3 is playing. I think this is the proper play for us. Slowly but surely we are arriving into position, and now we are going to have some fun. Now, Mr. MX, he knows that he is sitting in bad position. High explosive on. How are you doing? Excellent. Very nice. We eliminated this Gonzalo. Now we need to slap the living crap out of MX65T. That would be very much appreciated, and that would be very nice. I'm just going for it, especially when the guy doesn't pay attention. And now we are going for a last gun over there. And I'm feeling pretty well, to be fair with you. There is no need for us to panic. There is no need for us to do absolutely anything else. Just to go in front and ram the living crap out of this mother trucker. Oh. No, not like this. And we finished this game pretty well. Look, we bounced quite a bit. We did 2,900 damage. It is not a horrible thing. I think the biggest mistake from my side was to go for that turtle and just to simply change the line of sight, right? I think I needed to be patient, and I think I needed to stay in the same position. If I would have stayed in the same position, I would pretty much not lose any hit points whatsoever, and I would be able to have a better angle towards the enemies. So that is on me. Other than that, it's okay. 2,900 damage, 2 kills, a bit of assisting damage. We are second by experience. We are third by the damage. And we got ourselves 25,000 profits, and only 25,000 profits because we spammed quite a bit of gold ammunition. And all in all, our performance with this tank was solid in my opinion, right? We played for 2,900 damage and 600 assisting damage, so 3,500 combined. Once again, do you want this tank? In my opinion, this tank isn't the best and isn't the finest, but hey, that's what we have, and this is how the things are looking like. Anyways, fellas, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today.